EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, Richards. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This is Ford. Oh, he's got a little dip. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They pitch it to Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action. Now it's Allen. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Chubb running right. Down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
From the 39, Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. These two teams all tied after 1. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Richards. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
A give running right is Evans.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Darrington Evans.
His fifth touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Incomplete, right side to Cook.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Richards. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen now on 1st down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Diggs going in motion right. On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
To throw on 2nd down, Richards. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down, Richards.
On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On 3rd down, here's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
Darrynton Evans
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, Allen. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
85 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Richards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Second down and 3.
To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now Allen.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Allen off the play fake.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Evans gets it again on second down.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Slot man moves right. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Diggs going in motion right. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Evans gets it again on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Off play action. Richards. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got Anderson on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw again. Touchdown!
David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the Bills are going to recover.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Browns,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.